Okay, we're looking at lesson 13-6, the tangent function. And so here is, sorry. Okay, so it says the tangent function has infinitely many points of discontinuity. With the vertical asymptote at each point, its range is all real numbers. Its period is pi, half of both the sine and cosine function. Its domain is all real numbers except odd multiples of pi over 2 because those are the asymptotes. And we'll show a graph of that later. They don't have one right here yet. So it says the key concept of the tangent angle, and this is what I really wanted to take away, is that this here is my formula for tangent. So tangent of an angle is y over x. So the point y over x. So it says suppose the terminal side of an angle theta is standard position intersects the unit circle at point xy. Then the ratio y over x is tangent of theta, denoted as tangent of theta. In this diagram, we know x is cosine, y is sine, and tangent is y over x. Because we also know previously that tangent is sine over cosine. Alright, so let's take a look at problem 1. Finding tangents geometrically. It says, what is the value of each expression? Do not use a calculator. So I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like they've given us enough information here. I like to use the unit circle. And so here's a picture of the unit circle. And I just Googled the unit circle, and this image came up. It was actually a whole bunch of images, and I just made this one larger. And so if we go back here, it's asking me for tangent of pi. So when I go here, pi is at the point -1, 0. So -1, 0, I know that I'm going to be doing 0 over -1 because it's y over x. So my y value is 0 over -1, which is 0. So the tangent of pi is 0. Okay? So now let's look at the next one. It says the tangent of -5 pi over 6. So I'm going to pull up my unit circle again. I have 5 pi over 6 here. So the negative of 5 pi over 6 would be here. Okay? So I'm just flipping, and the negative of that would be right here. And so, and that's the same thing they got. So the negative of 5 pi over 6 is negative square root 3 over 2 and -1/2. And that's the same thing we have here, negative square root 2 and -1/2. So I just plug those values in, and I get my y, which is -1/2, divided by my x, which is negative square root 3 over 2. And I get 1 over square root of 3. I can't leave it like that, so I get square root 3 over 3. Let's do it by ourselves now. So we have tangent of pi over 2. Okay, let's look at where pi over 2 is on our unit circle. Pi over 2 is right here at 0, 1. So my y value is 1, and my x value is 0. So 0, 1. So this is undefined. Can't divide by 0. All right, let's look at the next one. Tangent 2/3 pi. Okay, we'll pull it up and see where it is on the unit circle. So 2/3 pi is right here. So I have the square root of 3 over 2 divided by -1/2. And I just have to solve that. So that's going to give me the square root of 3 over 2 times -2 over 1. Those cross out, and I get negative square root 3. And then the last one. All right, so the last one is tangent of -pi over 4. I'm going to have to erase because I'm running out of space here. So the tangent of negative pi over 4. And when I just have a negative, I'm flipping it. So pi over 4 is right here. So that means that this is the point that I'm looking at, 7 pi over 4. And so I have square root 2 over 2 and negative square root 2 over 2. So I get negative square root 2 over 2 divided by square root 2 over 2. And we know that that's just plain negative 1. I hope this helps.